Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at some beautiful, stunning eyeshadows. These speak for themselves. Look at that, how remarkable they look. The top 4 pans are from LUXE Beauty. In fact, all of the square pans are from LUXE Beauty. I have 2 more down here, but those are from a different brand. But we are here to talk about these 4, but since I bought these shadows as well, I wanted to just do like a swatch towards the end of the video, but this video is all about these 4 beautiful eyeshadows. These are actually called, this is like a very brand new launch for LUXE Beauty. This is my second time purchasing from actually third time purchasing from the brand, and I was impressed when I saw the promo pics. These are this small pamphlet that came with the orders with the eyeshadows. So these are called, what am I saying? These are called the OPALUSTROUS. It says right there, OPALUSTROUS pressed pigments. All of their eyeshadows are actually called pressed pigments. The regular metallic ones are called pressed pigment eyeshadows. Now these are called pressed pigment eyeshadows, and these are called the OPALUSTROUS pressed pigments. So these are just flaky, very metallic eyeshadows. It says down here, it comes with like instructions, which is actually quite good because not everybody, of course everyone has like internet connection, but not everybody like wants to look at their website just before applying these eyeshadows on their eyes. You know, once you get it, you're very excited to use it. So it does come with like instructions. So it's like a 3-step instruction. First it says, actually not instruction, just like tips. It says use over glitter glue. So that's their first thing. Do not just apply it on your eyes with regular eyeshadow primer. It specifically says use over glitter glue. And then it says for best application, apply with finger by tapping into the pan to lift the pigment. So it says no, don't swirl it or anything, swirl your finger, just tap into it gently, it says. So apply with finger by tapping into the pan to lift the pigments. And then it says treat like a pressed glitter. So I think LUXE Beauty is cruelty, no, I'm certain it's cruelty free, but I don't know if these are vegan. I will look into it and I'll maybe add it down in the description box down below, but I'm certain that the brand LUXE Beauty is cruelty free. So they have 10 shades in total. These are the colorful ones. These are the only colorful ones they have. The rest are like rose gold, white base with a gold shift, white base with like maybe a green shift, I'm not sure, but these are the ones that actually caught my eye. If at all I'm planning to use like eyeshadow with this formula, I'm going to go for colors like this. Now this is the most brightest color, the rest are all kind of a little darker. So the way I would usually proceed with my review videos is I would swatch first and then I would talk about the formula, but swatching itself has some do's and don'ts, so maybe I will talk about the formula first and then swatch next. So the way I'm going to swatch today is I am going to use a mixing medium. Now I know it says use over a glitter glue or some kind of eyeshadow primer, but I think just to make the swatching a little bit quicker, I would just use mixing medium right here. If you use a mixing medium and a glitter glue, it's going to look very good. That's how I actually applied it on my eyes. On my eyes I have the pastel purple shade right here, this pinky purple shade all over my eyelids. So I used glitter glue, NYX's glitter glue, and then I also used the mixing medium and then applied it on my eyes. So I think it's pretty smooth. It's not like sheer or anything. I like the way it looks. So for swatches, I'm just going to do the exact same thing I did it on my eyes minus the glitter glue, and I think the swatch looks pretty good even without the glitter glue. Now the texture of these eyeshadows is, I know it looks so, you know what, this is kind of washing out maybe. I want to try a darker shade. Let's try this. Yeah. Now this kind of looks so shiny and so emollient, right? But these are pretty dry to the touch. I will definitely say I expected it to be a little bit emollient to the touch, but this, as they say in this pamphlet, this is just pressed glitter without any kind of a emollient medium or anything like that. It actually feels dry to the touch and is also actually dry. So since they say that treat it as a pressed glitter, and I think it is pressed glitter, do not ever swirl your finger in it to pick up the product. Shit will hit the fan within seconds, in less than 1 second, I'm telling you. Please just do patting, just tapping motion. Definitely don't do any other kind of motions, because like I said, these are pressed glitters and they're kind of, I'm not sure if these are actually glitters because the size of them is slightly larger. And before I forget, these are EYESHADOWS. That is like one of the major selling points, at least for me. And look at how beautiful it looks. Nowadays there are, like, I think for the past like 3 months I've been seeing like large size flaky things, flaky shiny things that are, all of them so far, the ones I've seen, they're all not safe for the eyes, meant to be used on the body. Inglot has those, they've recently launched those things, a flaky, very foil looking pigments, but they are not meant for the eyes. I think Sigil inspired pigments from Tammy Tanuka also has things like that, but they are not meant for the eyes as well. For me, the major selling point for the OPALUSTROUS pressed pigment is that these are eye safe. So I don't think these are pressed glitter. It says specifically treat like pressed glitter. So these are like pressed glitter. They don't have any kind of emollients to them. They are pretty dry. So do not swirl your finger in the pan to pick up the product. Now, so to be honest, using a eyeshadow brush is completely out of the question. Literally nothing gets picked up in a brush, even if you wet your brush, even if you douse your brush in this mixing medium. I feel it's, using a brush is actually quite useless with these. Now, you can use your, obviously it says that you must use a pressed, not pressed, glitter glue on your eyes, so it is a must if you are, in my opinion. But since the texture of the product itself is dry, there's nothing to actually adhere even to my finger. Let me just do this tapping motion and just see how little gets picked up. Not a lot. And just look at how kind of sheer and kind of uneven it looks, right? So you need something emollient or something kind of something sticky to even pick it up in your finger, because the oils in your finger is not enough for these, because these are very, very dry. So I would say apply a little bit of glitter glue maybe on your finger, whichever finger you are using to pick it up. I actually applied a little bit of the mixing medium on my finger, very, very tiniest bit, and I was able to pick up a good amount actually. It was very, very useful. So instead of wetting your brush the way we usually do to pick up sheer eyeshadow or whatnot, instead of wetting a brush, I would say just wet your finger using like a glitter glue or a mixing medium. So, and also apply a glitter glue on your eyes as well. So that is how that's how I did it. Like I said, there are so many do's and don'ts with this product that it took some time for me to figure out. I used it like at least 3 or 4 ways to see which is the best. And for me, applying something emollient on the finger, something sticky on the finger, is the best way to pick it up, and also apply the product evenly and not, I mean, otherwise it's going to look very sheer on the eyes, and the more you build up, in certain areas it's going to look kind of bumpy, in certain areas it's not. So for me, definitely apply a glitter glue on the eyes, and then also apply something sticky and something emollient, something that would actually that way the product just clings onto your fingertips really well. So that is why I'm going to wet my finger with this, with the mixing medium the tiniest bit, and pick it up and then swatch it. So I have 4 colors, like I said, out of the 10. All of them are colors. Now, but I will say, although these are like so dry and like pressed, it doesn't really like fall out. It actually arrived really completely intact. That it wasn't shattered. I didn't see any like tiny portion of the product like chipped off, like completely come off or anything like that. It came really, really well. So I think the quality is really good, but it's stunning. I mean, I can't stop looking at this, you guys. This video, I'm showing it to you. It looks stunning in person as well. So let me just to be sure, I just want to also apply the mixing medium on my hands wherever I'm planning to swatch, just like that. And I have also a little bit of mixing medium on my finger just there. Do you see it? This is in fact a lot. You don't need so much, to be honest, so I'm just kind of just spreading it out, and just look at how much I'm picking up. A lot more than what I want. A lot more than I did earlier. And look at its swatch. Look at how even it is, and it's actually quite pigmented. It's completely opaque. Look at how different and how like completely there's like a drastic difference. And also when you're applying it, don't like do a drag. Don't like drag your finger across when you're applying it on your eyes. Definitely tap, 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 tap. Tapping motion is a must while using these pigments. But look at how stunning that is. I really need to close my mixing medium. So that is in the shade SHIVERRR. Actually, it ends with 3 R's. SHIVERRR. SHIVERRR. That is actually a duochrome, but this is so shiny that it just completely swallows any kind of complexity in the shade. It just looks shiny altogether, but it's a stunning duochrome, blue to purple. That is beautiful. And then let's do GNO. This is the shade I have all over my eyelids. It's a very, very pretty, feminine, romantic shade. Let me just making my fingers a little bit sticky with the mixing medium, just picking up a little bit and just tapping, tapping, tapping. Okay, I just did it in a very, very small surface area. Let me just extend it a little bit. There you go. That is that color, very feminine. I don't know if you can see. It's a deep color. I know it kind of looks very washed out. Probably because it's so shiny, and with the lights and everything, it kind of looks washed out. Maybe in this angle you can see this blue. It's like it's a solid blue, and this is a pastel pinky purple. It's a very beautiful orchid shade. On my eyes I have it. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty glossy and shiny looking. Because of the lights and so shiny, it kind of everything kind of takes a backseat. Just how reflective they are, it just dominates everything else. So the next shade is actually a deep teal shade. This is a blue. This is a teal. This is in the shade Say My Name. Just wetting my finger, just going to pick up a little bit. So much. That is that. Like I said, these two especially are deeper shades, but look how similar they look, right? Because they are so shiny. The actual color itself kind of takes a backseat, just how reflective they are. This is such a deep shade when you compare it with the brighter blue, but look at how bright it is. Both look kind of the same. And I've like, there's like a good dent there, as you can see. I don't know if you can see, but still it's not, the flakes are not falling down or anything. I think the quality of the product is quite good. And then finally, oh, this color is so stunning, like a very vampy grape color. Look at that. It's so pretty. So I think I bought 2 blues and 2 purples. Those are the colors that I bought. The rest are like gold and rose gold, colors like that, which I was not really attracted to. So that is, look at how much I'm able to pick up. I'm just tapping it and evening it out. That is that grape color. Let me just add a little bit. That is that grape color, very pretty. Those are the 4 colors, you guys, I got. Now I will say, even with this technique that I've come up with, it takes time for me to apply it, and especially if you want to apply more than one of these 2 colors together and to like kind of blend them and to make it appear a little bit seamless on the eyes, it does take a little bit of time. Now today I just have one shadow on the eye, so it was a little bit easy, but just to apply more than one, it's going to take a little bit of time. And then my look today is I have this like dusty pink shade as my transition. This is Inglot 295, and then in the crease I have this Sydney Grace eyeshadow in the shade Plum Wrong, and then I have this shade from LUXE Beauty itself in the outer V, just there. This is in the shade Wisteria. So that is my opinion and kind of my review on these products. Definitely use a glitter glue on the eyes, since these are dry by themselves. There's nothing like emollient or kind of sticky in the product itself. You definitely need something sticky on your fingers. The natural oils from your fingertips is not going to do, because these are really dry and flaky products. An eyeshadow brush is just completely useless if you want to use these. Just instead of wetting your brush or applying a mixing medium to your eyeshadow brush the way you usually do, apply it on your fingers, and then just with tapping motion pick it up and tap on your eyelids. The product would even it out itself, no problem whatsoever. And as you said, I wasn't like doing any kind of, I don't know, I did nothing literally. I just picked it up and tapped it, and you can see it's pretty smooth. I don't think it's like very bumpy or like kind of textured or anything. It's pretty smooth, and I'm really impressed with the product. It's just, it takes a little bit of time. That's it. So let's move on to the pressed, wait, what are these called? Pressed pigment eyeshadow. So these are just regular eyeshadows which I picked up last year. So I thought, let me just swatch it. Why not? So this is the shade Flamethrower. This is like a duochrome, like a gold to purple, I'm sorry, gold to orangey pink kind of shift. And this pigmentation is so smooth, as you can see. It's like, it's so soft to the touch, and it's very pigmented. It's not very foiled, as you can see. And then this is Wildheart. The first time I bought these eyeshadows, as you can see, look at that pigment. It's pretty crazy. So that is Wildheart. Then this is Solstice. The price on the pressed pigment eyeshadow, which are these, like range between $5 to $7, and these retail for $8. I actually bought them with an affiliate code. So I got like, I think 10% off or 15% off, I'm not sure. This is Forever Young. This is slightly on the drier side. Now they have, I think, reformulated their eyeshadows, or I'm not sure what really happened, because earlier, the first time I purchased from them, they had circular pans. Now they have square pans, and the formula I feel is much buttery and not stiffer at all. But Forever Young is just bad, just trash. I'm just going to toss it. But these three are very, very good. This is Intricate. This is like a duochrome, like purple to gold. Look at that. Look at how smooth that went on. Definitely a very, very good formula. I feel that there's something changed, you guys. I don't know. The first time I picked it up, it was just not good at all. This is Wisteria. This is the shade I have in the outer V. This is like, wow. Look at that. Look at that purple. Beautiful pigmentation. So smooth and buttery to the touch. This is Intrigue. Now Intrigue and Wildheart, which is this, if you want something like along the lines of red or something like that, just pick one. Either pick Intrigue or pick Wildheart. They look very, very similar. I know this looks more fuchsia right now, but on the eyes they look, and even in person, they look very, very similar. They look almost the same. This is again another favorite shade actually from the bunch. This is Twisted. This is a beautiful, beautiful forest green, like very rich and beautiful, stunning. So that is Twisted. We have lots, guys. I still have a lot to show you guys. This is Lucky Charm. This is like a duochrome green with a gold shift. As you can see, it's definitely lighter. That is Lucky Charm. And then these two shades, I feel these two shades I am about to show you guys. This is Compel, which is like, looks very like baby blue. This is the shade I have just in the inner corner to just above the crease, this spot, which looks so kind of bluish ashy kind of look. That is the shade. And the shade Elaborate. These two have that glowy kind of a finish, like a very, very, very similar. Do you see that? Very, very, very similar to Kat Von D's Alchemist palette formula. You know how they kind of glow on the skin? These have that kind of an effect. They kind of like glow. They have the glowy finish. I don't know, something similar to bioluminescence kind of glow. They kind of glow on the skin. Looks very pretty. I'm actually really happy with both the colors. That is Compel. And what is this? Wait, I just swatched Compel. And Elaborate is the color I actually have on my eyes. Sorry, not Compel. Elaborate. And these two look so similar, and this is blue and this is like purple. And then we have Brass Monkey. This is like a intense coppery shade. It's really, it's a real intense shade. Very, very pretty, like a rusty coppery shade. Brass Monkey. And then Sunset is beautiful in the pan and in theory, but this formula is not that good. As you can see, it's I don't know if you can see, it's kind of flaky. It's not as smooth as any of the other shades. This one, Forever Young, is even more terrible than Sunset, but Sunset I can make it work, but Forever Young is just bad eyeshadow. It's an F. Definitely it's a fail. Then we have Mean Girl. Mean Girl is kind of a plum color. It's just a plum color, you guys, with a slight purple shift. As you can see, it's a plum color with slight purple shift. And then I have Metamorphosis. Yeah, Metamorphosis looks more, this one looks plum too, and honestly It's more like a red to purple shift in person, but on the eye it looks like a plum to purple shift. These two don't really have a big difference, but Metamorphosis is even more reflective than Mean Girl. So between, if you like plum to purple shift eyeshadows, definitely pick up Metamorphosis. That is really good. And then final shade is October, just like a bright orange color. And the formula on this is good. Unlike the other two oranges, this one, Sunset and Forever Young, these two not that great, but October is really good. Formula on October is very good. So yeah, I think that is it. Those are all the LUXE Beauty eyeshadows that I own at the moment. And yeah, hope you guys found this video useful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and please do subscribe. And thank you so much if you've stayed till the end of the video. Thank you so much for spending your very precious time with me. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.